Welcome back to another episode. And today, guys, we're going to talk just a quick video, quick overall, review of Snake Eyes, starring Henry Golding. Now, I had a chance to check this out in the theater over this past weekend, but it's definitely taken me a few days to let it all sink in. What I thought about this film. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to give you guys my score. It's a 6.5 out of 10 from me. That's not bad. It's not bad. It gets a 6.5 because I would have liked to have seen, a little bit more with this film. I think Henry Golding does a great job. He's definitely, he surprised me with the choreography and, the stunts he's able to pull off, the fighting. The fighting is excellent in this film. It sounds good, it looks good, and it's choreographed very, very well. The gentleman who plays Storm Shadow, he kicks butt, guys. He's really good. The Samara Weaving plays Scarlet. She's good. She's not in the film a lot, and I heard some people complain saying, she wasn't her best performance, but I thought she was fine. I thought she was, she was Scarlet. She did a good job. The actress who plays Baroness, fantastic. But again, that's about as much G.I. Joe and Cobra as you're going to get in this film. This is straightforward. This is a martial arts film. This is a revenge film, and it's focused on Snake Eyes. Hence, it's Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. Now, I gave you guys my score, and I told you guys I thought it was good. I thought it could have been a little more, but I am going to throw some spoilers in right now, guys. So, freeze. Okay. Now, if you guys are still here, you want to hear some spoilers. If not, this is the time, guys. You got, go check out the film, go to the theater, check it out, and then come back and check out this video. So right now, just like I said, some quick spoilers, because I have heard some people say, you're either on the fence. You either hate this film or you like this film. I like this film. So 6.5 is not bad. When I said it's, because of the score, because I would have liked to have seen more G.I. Joe action. That's one of the reasons why it gets the score that it does. I've also heard some people say that Snake Eyes is the villain of this movie. I don't think he's a villain in this true sense of, it's not, his main purpose is to be a villain. His father is murdered when he's young, and he's looking for revenge. He wants to find the man who murdered his father. This gentleman approaches him, as Henry Golding's older now, approaches him. This gentleman is not a good guy. He's, black market, selling weapons. And, who's he selling weapons to? Well, you take an idea, guys, who he's selling weapons to. But, he promises Henry Golding, listen, I can help you find the man who murdered your father. Come work for me. Henry Golding doesn't really want to work for a guy like this, but he does because he wants, he's driven by revenge. One thing in mind, and that's just finding who murdered his father. So, of course, he meets up with, with Storm Shadow, and because Storm Shadow is basically, he's not a relative of this gentleman, but, they grew up together, so they're, kind of like family. But Storm Shadow, he's a good guy, and, Henry Golding winds up helping him, try to take this guy down. So you guys, you kind of get where it's going to go, because you Storm Shadow kind of like, hey, I want you to be, work with me, be by my side. And because Storm Shadow, his family, the gentleman who played, I can't think of what Storm Shadow's name is, his actual name in the film, guys. I'm just calling him Storm Shadow. But he protects this jewel that, his family has protected for generations. And this other gentleman wants this. This thing is very powerful. It can do some very powerful things. And Henry Golding, he's basically, even though he's there with Storm Shadow, and Storm Shadow thinks, he's by his side, he's kind of like still working for this other guy. But again, so it's kind of like he's not your villain in a traditional sense of being the villain. He just, like I said, he doesn't have an elite, he's not, the word I'm trying to think of is he's not aligned to either one of these guys. He's not, I have your back completely. He just wants revenge and wants to find out who murdered his father. So you can't blame him in that sense. So like I said, he's not traditional villain. But, obviously, he's Snake Eyes. You're going to find out that, will he see the error of his ways? Come on, guys. You know what's going to happen. But I'm not, another thing, one thing that I was a little disappointed was the amount of time that Henry Golding spent in the Snake Eyes costume. Yeah, that was definitely a letdown for me. Yeah, that's all I can say, guys. It was a let. If you expect it to be like half the film, you're going to be, quite disappointed. If you think it's going to be a quarter of the film, you're going to be disappointed. I'll put it that way. But the fighting is excellent in this film. Again, I just would have liked to have seen more, Joe versus Cobra. Would have liked to see more Henry Golding in the Snake Eyes costume. Yeah. But other than that, guys, like I said, 6.5, it's still a solid score because story-wise, it's still a good film. If you take out the idea of it being a G.I. Joe film, or origin film for Snake Eyes, it's an excellent film. It really is. And I thought Samara Weaving, I thought she was really good as Scarlet. I did enjoy her as Scarlet for the amount of time that she was on the film. And the actress plays Baroness. I thought she was fantastic for the amount of time that she was on, screen. It was definitely worth checking out. I mean, I definitely will be adding it to my collection. There's hands down, I definitely will. But, if this was just a standalone film and not anything related to G.I. Joe, it would definitely, I think, get a higher score from me. But because it is related to G.I. Joe, and I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, that's why it gets a 6.5. But it's definitely worth checking out. I definitely think, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, definitely go check it out at the theater. You want to support it because I think you can see where they want to go with the sequel. And unless people go see this, I mean, I know this came out, a few weeks ago, but if people's, if it's still in the theaters, go see it. It's definitely worth supporting just to be able to get, a sequel, because they're on the right path for what they could do with a sequel. They absolutely are. And I think with a sequel, we definitely get more traditional, like what, a G.I. Joe with live action should be. Rise of Cobra, I thought was good. Retaliation, it's not the stink fest that a lot of people make it out to be. It's not the greatest, but I don't think it's the most horrible film I've ever seen. But I think this is definitely on the right path for, what a real good live-action G.I. Joe film could be. But, it's not going to happen if people don't get out there and support it and check it out. Like I said, I'm going to definitely pick it up when it comes out on 4K. And, yeah, I mean, you definitely got to do it, guys. You got to support, show it with your money. Even if you do feel like it's not as high as on rating wise what you would hope it was going to be. If you're hoping for like a 9 or a 10, yeah, it's not there, but there's potential, and that is the main thing. There is so much potential for a fantastic G.I. Joe sequel. There really is. And I can't stress it enough, guys. So, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance. And I'll catch you guys in another video. Take care. Bye. Get out there. Go see Snake Eyes. What are you waiting for? Go see Snake Eyes. Buy it when it comes out. Whatever, guys. Whatever you got to do. Just go see it. Catch you guys later.